say one word to him.
Hey boys, jog it in, we'll do a couple of little sprints, get you going. Jog it in, get a circle, Yeah. Boys, on the whistle, quick feet, when I blow the whistle, it's a tiny little 5 yard stretch, ready? Quick feet, on the whistle, it's a little 5 yards. Good. Right then, back in. Good, nice little bounce. Good, same again. On your feet. Jog it in, this one's a little bit further. Ready? On the bounce. Ready? Go. Good, enjoy it boys. Yeah, work hard. Come on. Good game.
Good evening and welcome to Nightwood Park 4 NPL Tasmania action. We've got the Kingborough Lions taking on South Hobart. And we'll be calling this one for you here this evening. And big match for both those sides. Kingborough and South Hobart both needing the 3 points if they're going to catch Devonport or the Knights out in front of them. And for both sides have already claimed the 3 points this afternoon. The victories over the Players and Riverside Olympic, Long City taking place around the Kingborough Lions. Have a game in hand.
Gather out, fellas. Bring him in, kids.
South will take the points here in this one this evening. Kingborough, who started the season brightly, just lost their way a little bit. They also reached a 4-way draw with Riverside last week. They had a delay on Riverside ending with 8 players, but just the one out of their last 5 the Lions after that red hot start to the season. They're looking to get back on track today. So Hobart's got 3 wins in their last 5 lots to them, and they're minus in there as well. Very desperate and some results, but certainly for to push.
I thought I said I'd call you today to change. Yeah.
They're taking on a pretty good Kingborough team. They go through the starting 11 set for you. For the Lions, we've got Yunte we're about to get underway here. We've got Keenan Dowse, Greg Downs, and just wait for a minute silence. Silence there. Now we'll go through the starting 11 for you for the Kingborough Lions. They've got Bunte, Keenan Dowse, Gregory Downs, Ben Hamlet, Shecky Kamara in goals, Phil Kansos, Kobe Kemp against his former side here, Adam McEwen, Andrew Taylor, Kenneth Track and Jack Turner. On the bench is Mundy, Vivarelli, Ross, Kasif and Juma. So pretty strong line up there for the Kingborough Lions. Looks like Tony Pert will be our man in the middle here this afternoon, and we'll certainly treasure his refereeing performance as well as we can. The announcement coming out this week, he's heading off to Victoria to take up the job as the head of refereeing, and I think I speak for everyone in Tasmanian football when I say it's going to be a massive loss. Tony Pert, he has been a tremendous force for the game down here in recent years, and all the best to Tony in his future endeavours. As someone who worked with him for a couple of years, I can certainly attest to the quality of the person Tony is. I think everyone who's met him knows what a job he's done with our referees. So good luck to him tonight. We'll go through the South Hobart lineup now, and we've got Sam Berezensky, Luke Biggin, Luke Varale, Casper Hallam, Toby Havainen, Bradley Lackaseljak, Jacob Lancaster, Nick Morton, Nicholas O'Connell in goals, Lockie Semler, and Hugh Undy on the bench. Mason Atfield, Josh Given, Tay Evans, and the backup keeper, Mark Moncourt. We are in readiness here at the Den for this big NPL Tasmania clash. High stakes here for both these teams. 3 points very much required. As South look to keep touch with Devonport and Knights and Kingborough to pick themselves back up after a little bit of a stutter in recent weeks. These sides have had some pretty entertaining contests in recent years, especially at this venue under lights, and hopefully we'll have more of that here this evening. We're just about ready to go. Should be a cracking contest between the Lions and South Hobart as Cody Kemp starting out with a long diagonal ball, searching for the overlapping Keenan Dowse. Hobart won't have to worry about defending a set piece here though. O'Connell in net for South Hobart. She's trying to assess the options and launches that one up to the wing. Keenan Dowse, the Lions captain, was there with the defensive header. Full of energy, Keenan Dowse, and a shot for the spectacular. Loves a long-range striker. Certainly know the habit of scoring long bomb goals since he's moved to the Lions. He's Lockie Semler for South. Hugh Undy. That one sets a task for Berezanski. It's always a fairly ambitious ball. Sheku Kamara. Cross in the Lions net. So Kamara having this one slightly short. No Shane Cartwright in the Lions engine room today. He's a late scratching on the team sheet. Low to be sure as Kansos works it forward from McCune. Away there by Bradley Lakaseljak. Kansos just checking the pressure on the balls. The first one there not to his liking. Down the line he goes. Finds McEwen, who just lays it through for Kansos to continue his run. Well away by the former Lion in Tobias Havainen. More reliable, consistent performing defenders in the competition has nailed down that right back spot South Hobart for a number of years now. And playing in this league from a very young age. I think he was 15 or 16 when he was regularly starting. Just about a senior player already despite his relative youth. Lakaseljak heads forward. Free kick going to Casper Hallam. Jack Turner in there making a nuisance of himself as per usual. A very tough customer. The South Hobart side will be very familiar with Jack Turner's work. He was instrumental in orchestrating a title victory for them in I think it was 2017, maybe 2018, as Hallam now looks to get in down the right. Arn across to deal with him, squared it back. Trying to work his way through was Lakaseljak, but well cleared away. Havainen. Morton knocked it back for Hallam. Hallam chipping it into the box, and the header's on target from Berezanski, but straight into the arms of Sheku Kamara. That is positioning spot on. It had to be either side of him. That could have been the opening goal for Sam Berezanski. An early warning shot to the Lions, who go straight on the attack through Dowse. His centering ball nodded away. Track will leave this one for his keeper, Sheku Kamara. His third NPL Tasmania season. McEwen doing some good work up front there. Defensive stuff. It was Hamlet rather, his strike partner. Those two will really run all night. So similar down the line. Chipped it in the Morton direction, flicked it through, nobody there. Here's Dowse. gets his head up and has a look. Back inside. And Track forced to retreat all the way back to Sheku Kamara. He's got a little bit at Zebras, but his first season with Lions was outstanding. Great reflexes, the Lions shot stopper. Similar in short to Hundi. Clever play, Nick Morton trying to make inroads, but well defended by Bjorn. It fell to Berezanski, who puts the cross in. The Lions will repel. Kobe Kemp, slightly loose touch, but is able to get onto it and then work a nice little ball out to Kansos. Kansos combining with McEwen, and that's going to deflect into the path of Jack Turner. Turner now into the box. He cuts it back inside for Douse. The shot blocked by Lancaster. And behind for a corner. The Lions' best move of the opening 5 minutes there. A sharp counter-attack. Hitting with Kobe Kemp at one end of the pitch. Nearly leading to a good chance for Keenan Douse, but well charged down from Lancaster. And a set piece to get to work to here. It's going to be Kansos to take. Kansos to the back post. Hit it back across the face and just onto the roof of the net. Not too far away. An opening goal there for the Lions. Roof of the net only. And an early warning shot there for Nicholas O'Connell. Both teams with a headed chance to start this one off. Headed back down into the path of Havinen. He goes down the line. Swung forwards, but again, comfortably dealt with. Lundy sent to the deck. Sides compete in the air. It falls for Turner. He was trying to spring out of McEwen, but a bit too much on that ball. Kenneth Track, some nice defensive work, turns back inside. Scooping ball forwards. Fell to Turner once more. Let's pass a poor one. Easily broken up. A little scrappy here at the moment this game. Now Turner. Nice work there. Plays it through from McEwen. Turns back inside. That was shut down. Peels for handball. Nothing doing. Berezanski. Just aimlessly long. Didn't really give Hallam much chance on that one. Pretty open end-to-end start to this one. And this one falls for Casper. Hallam works it for Berezanski. Douse getting back there and sees it behind for a corner. The previous time these two teams met, it was a 2-1 victory for South Hobart at Darcy Street. Lions will be hoping home ground advantage will flip that in their favour here this evening. Berezanski across to take the corner. Berezanski delivers. Lions defence sees it away and look to launch the counter-attack. It's into the path of Kenneth Track. Kansos, sorry. Kansos looks to go past Bradley Lakaselja. Cuts back inside. South Hobart defence do well to scramble back into position. This one's worked forward. Kemp just worked off it by Havinen. Coming back in was Kansos. Now Hundi. Semler. It's time to get his head up, have a look. And dropped it really short to Undy. He returned it straight back to him. Undy's continued his run, but that's broken up by Bjorn. Luke Farrell, the experienced veteran at the back, is Turner just doing his best to throw his weight about and try and look Undy off the ball. Morton, Douse, Turner, Heavily involved early, Jack Turner. Hamlet looking to find a way through. The defence standing strong for the time being, but Keenan Dowse now in a good position to put a cross in, blocked away by Farrell. Ooh. Tunnelled his own teammate there, and it might lead to a chance for the speedy Casper Hallam. He gets there first to Hallam into the boxes. Casper Hallam in off the post. A delightful finish from the youngster, and he wheels away in celebration. Casper Hallam, well, two Lions just rather ran into each other there. It opened up a pocket of space, and South Hobart speedster gets on the end of it and opens the scoring here at the Den. 1-0 to the visitors. He's a fine young player, Casper Hallam. Few in the state have got the wheels to go with him. And they're on full display there as he burnt off his marker and finished delightfully off the inside of the post. And gives South the dream start here. So how will the Lions respond? Plenty of attacking weapons out there. McEwen and Hamlet front line, and Jack Turner supplying them. There's plenty of goals in this Lions team. They're going to need them now if they're going to get the result tonight. Kemp, wonderful ball through from McEwen for the instant response. Slides it through for Hamlet. Oh, what a save, O'Connell. It bounces back, flick back in play. The Lions are claiming the goal. The flag has stayed down. And O'Connell has saved the day for South with a stunning piece of keeping. The Lions players were certain the ball had crossed the line. We won't tell from our camera angle. That much is for sure. He made a desperate lunge and a flick back. McEwen was certain it was a goal. The flag stays down from Clare Green. So, nearly the immediate response. They've got a corner though. Dowse sent it in, headed wide of the mark. Well, plenty happening in the opening 10 minutes here at the Den. Saturday night, NPL Tasmania. I've got the sense this could be an action-packed encounter. Certainly if this first 10 minutes is anything to go on. Absolutely brilliant piece of goalkeeping from O'Connell moments ago. South Hobart get themselves into trouble playing out from the back, and oh, it nearly spilled into the path of Hamlet. Not quite to be. Ordered forward. Now to play for a throw in. And really just having a look back at that piece of goalkeeping again from O'Connell. The rewind there. Delightful stuff, instinctive. Here's Morton, deflected off a Hallam. Greg Downs, the experienced Lions defender, drawing the free kick there. Lovely build-up play too between McEwen and Hamlet. And that's the threat that these Lions have. They'll have every confidence they can score a few here this evening. So South Hobart certainly can't sit on a one-goal lead. Enjoyable start to this one. Long from Kamara and straight out of play. South Hobart not messing about. They take the throw in quickly. Try and spring something in behind. Again, Downs reliable in defence, and then just blasts it into Hallam. And that will earn his side a goal kick. So well done there from Downs, who scored a brace last week. Just to help get his side a point. This Riverside, a 4-all draw there. 8 goals, 3 red cards. The more dramatic games you'll see. Just taking his time over the goal kick is Sheku Kamara, and eventually chips it into the middle off the head of Morton. Matching a leg there, but fell into the path of Sunday McEwen, who's fouled, an advantage paid, and Keenan Dowse will look to profit from it. His cross taking a little deflection straight into the hands of O'Connell. So Nick O'Connell just blasting this one along. Dowse. Nice ball into the middle for Kemp. Kemp stroking one through for an offside Adam McEwen. Just hasn't quite held his run. The flag denies him. So for Rale, moving it short. O'Connell swinging that one away. Dowse, as ever, eager to up the tempo and put some pressure on this South Hobart defence. Turner with strength. He's surrounded by South Hobart shirts though. Numbers don't win out because Kobe Kemp steps in, plays a wonderful ball. Deflected away. Kansos. Oh, brought down in a lunging tackle there. That might be a slice of cheese for Toby Havainen. And is. And it'll be a free kick in a promising position as well. So they've got a few dead ball architects in this team. Downs and Dowse certainly spring to mind. Cody Kemp, another one. Many are capable from here. Downs looks like he fancies it. Cody Kemp lurking. So can the Lions respond to South Hobart's early go-ahead marker? They've been really doing the bulk of the attacking since. Downs punches it in, and O'Connell with a safe pair of hands again. Showing good confidence. He's the young keeper. Downs dead ball. Went up and over the wall, but straight at the keeper, unfortunately. It was pretty well. Like a Seljack to Hallam. Casper Hallam loops it in. Oh, miscontrolled there. That might let in Berezanski. The cross from Hallam. He had time and space, and he picks out a run of Undy. Well, the flag had been raised. The ball must have gone out of play before Hallam crossed, or it bent back on the breeze. Either way, it wiped off. It was a pretty good save from Sheku Kamara there. So 16 and a half have travelled by the Kingborough Lions. Turned it over here. Morton. Just worked off it though by Jack Turner. Running nicely. And the through ball comes in the direction of Hamlet. And O'Connell got down to it. Parried it away. Pressure applied by Dowse. Semler. Works it up to Undy. Flying in is Turner. There's intensity about Jack Turner's game. He and Keenan Dowse in particular. Hamlet as well. The defence trying to play out from the back under some of those names. It's going to be tough. Downs just blasts this one forward. Nice from McEwen. Back to Turner. Squares it up to Dowse. Just plays it through for Kobe Kemp. In the defence clears. So, Downs. Downs switching it up, just missing Keenan Dowse with that one. Semler will go back to collect. Here's Kemp, trails the touchline there. What a fantastic job he's done with the Lions. Full might have dipped a little bit, but on the Summer Cup and flying to start the NPL season. They're comfortably in the top four now. I think it shows how far they are progressing when suddenly you're disappointed that they're not sustaining a title push. And years gone by, it's been more about trying to break into the top four. Well, they've done that, and now they're looking for silverware. So that shows some strides that have been made by the Lions across recent years as Jack Turner argues the point and wins a corner for his side. And Dowse as ever across to take it. This one's going to be taken by Kansos. Swings it in, hit it back across the face. Cleared to Hallam. Hallam will look to take on Dowse, who just buffets into him. intelligently. It's going to be brought back. Or a foul and a slice of cheese on Douse too. And just explaining the decision there is Tony Pert. And I suppose at the end of the day, if Casper Allen hits the deck there, like most players would, it's, you know, yellow card, no issues. Of course, he kept his feet, raised a few question marks, but at the end of the day, he stepped off his line and tried to block someone. About as professional a foul as he can get, so he's got to walk the tightrope from now on. As Hallam puts in a great cross. Well defended though. Flinging himself at the ball was Arn. But the danger hasn't passed because Nick Morton's in. That deflects behind for a South Hobart corner. South now with a spell in the ascendancy. They've responded well to going behind, but have got some defending to do now. So, set piece to be taken by Sam Berezanski. Curls it in. Havinen with a good piece of it. And Casper Hallam wheels away in celebration. He got the last touch, and South Hobart have doubled their lead. It's a perfect start here for South Hobart. Havinen got the first piece of it. Hallam then saw it across the line. It's 2-0 South Hobart after 20 minutes, and the visitors have made a great start here. Their trip down to the den. It was killed in. Havinen flicked it gold, and there was Casper. Just a nod home from all of a yard out, and he's got himself a brace. And threatening to have a night out is Casper Hallam. So 2-0 the score. And the Lions now really need to find a response. I'm sure that was about, but anyway, play resumes, and from the last kick-off, they were denied a goal only by a brilliant piece of keeping from O'Connell. They went forward and cut right through the heart of the South Hobart defence. They're unable to repeat that this time around. Havinen pushes it down the line. Hallam competing there with Beyonce Arn. Target there was Turner, steered away from him. Kemp working back. Taylor just running underneath it. Makaseljak pressured by Taylor. He win it back. He has. The Lions now through Kansos. Right, a shake free. Morton blocked that, but it fell into the path of Arn. Douse. Turner. Keeping hold of the ball, but being forced backwards here by South. Kemp. Just copped a little bit after he got rid of that one there, Kobe Kemp. And get the free kick. See if they opt to float one in from long range. Towns over the ball. Swings it in, nodded back in the Hamlet direction. Hamlet towards McEwen, taken away from him by Farrell. And the veteran Frenchman able to save the day, but now it's Morton who's turned it over here to track. It's been brought back though for a foul on the Morthog Morton. And they're leaving free kick. Even the way of South, halfway through this first half, it's a 2-0 lead. Casper Hallam with a brace. This one, fine run and finish. The second close range header. Turner flicks on. Hamlet trying to get in behind again. South Hobart defence standing up to it though. Kansos trying to wriggle free of Lakaseljic. He combines with Arn. Arn will have a run at Lakaseljic here. He goes round the outside and loops across in. And O'Connell opts for safety first and just palms it over the top for a corner. So Douse on this one. 6 in the box to pick out. Plenty of bodies forward here for the Lions. How's Douse's delivery? Goes to the back post. Turner's there, and again O'Connell forced to just palm it over the top. And we'll have another corner from the opposite flank. Certainly appear to be testing O'Connell on these corners. Most of the delivery's been fairly deep or towards the keeper. Putting it on his head. Reasonable crowd in here this evening down at the Den. So Douse now from the opposite flank. Drills this one. Cleared away. Worked back in. Taylor. Oh, just couldn't quite direct the header. It's wide of the mark. So they've had a few chances, the Kingborough Lions. Just not quite able to hit the back of the net so far. O'Connell just directing the troops. Similar to Undy. Smooth moving Hugh Undy looks to take on and have a piece here of Track, who does really well just to work back on him, although lets Undy back in. The fleet of foot Undy directs across. Teasing ball. Falls as far as Semler. Low drive was never going to have sufficient enough power to test Sheku Kamara, who picks it up and just launches this one along in the direction of Hammer Time Hamlet. Took it down beautifully, controlled it, and swung it out into the path of Kansos, but set him at too great a task. We'll get the ball back via a throw in though. Here's the Morthog Morton. Seljic, Havanen. Seljic, back to Havanen. The pressure from Taylor. Forced the turnover to Kansos. And now it's a run by McEwen, but there was no one behind him. Douse working back hard in defence. Kamara dissects the gap and picks out Track, who'll send it further afield. Too much on that for Hamlet, however. Question the work rate of McEwen and Hamlet leading the front line. Covering plenty of territory so far in the opening 30 minutes here. Here's Casper Hallam. Vinen. Turn up, beaten to it by his opposite number, Morton. Lions defended all right. One out. In front of Toby Havanen. Just tuning in, Casper Hallam with both goals here this evening. She's got South Hobart well on the way to victory here. The Lions a fight back last week against Riverside. They're going to need to conjure one again here tonight. Hallam also over the top to Berezanski. Kansos. Well, he's been done for a foul throw there, Phil Kansos. You don't see that every day at this level. And Kurt spotting that one. So Undy knocks it back, and then South look to go forwards. Downs has the situation under control at the back. Kamara. Semler. Can you get through there? Kobe Kemp putting up the stop sign and then launching one long for Turner to give chase to. Luke Farrell away from him and just seeks the safety of the line. Douse back to track. Downs. Kemp. Shifting inside, Kobe Kemp. And a characteristically poor pass from Kobe though, and now South Hobart through Casper Hallam. Carrying it forwards. Under pressure from Taylor and Arm, they force a retreat. Squares back an intelligent ball to Morton. That one deflects almost into the path of Berezanski. And Havinen up there. Thought he'd won the corner, but the referee disagrees. It'll be a goal kick only. Chipped forwards. Jintayan. Taylor. Kansos. Broken up by Morton, but there'd been a foul beforehand. Sharp from Hamlet as he turns away from danger and then skips past another, worked it inside to Kemp. Kemp, his pass shut down by Nick Morton, wearing him like a cheap suit there, the Morthog, and he wins it back and then launches an attack to Hallam, who just kicks it out into the free space and runs on into it. Why not when you've got the wheels that he does? He squares it back for Lakaseljic, couldn't quite control it, wouldn't quite sit for Lakaseljic, and it was an awkward shot in the end. The Lions able to deal with it. So Havinen to Morton, chips it back into Berezanski. Straight at Sheku Kamara, Samuel Berezanski. Quite able to get the power on that one, was a tough chance. Here's Havinen. Broken up though. Turner chips it over the top. Hamlet giving chase. He desperately trying to keep it in, but it just had a little too much on it for hammer time Hamlet. Industrious as ever, leading the front line. Semler ends that one around and kept it in. Downs sees it out, and a few players losing their footing. A pretty slippery pitch out there this evening as South take this one quickly. Undy trying to cut through, but couldn't do so. Douse. Down the line for McEwen, made it work. Wonderful stuff from McEwen. How's he's crossed for Hamlet, couldn't quite find him. Wasn't far away from connecting with his fellow striker. Half a yard more, it might have been 2-1. Pretty nice ball from McEwen into a very dangerous position. Kansos now with the throw in. A little closer than he realised. He looks up here with Hamlet. Zansky. Did well. Cleared away. There was Luke Biggin for South Hobart. Kansos. Still yelling here is Turner. Cuts back inside, but cut back inside into trouble. There were plenty of South Hobart shirts there. And they broke that up. And eventually this is going to be brought back on a free kick. So Turner probably just needed to shift that pass to the outside there.
Nico, can you get there? Get up.
Long ball. Douse stooping low to try and head it. Semler. Like a Seljack. Through to Kamara. So Kamara launching it towards Hamlet, away from him by Biggin. Casper Hallam tried to take it around the outside of Taylor, but just succeeded in only taking it straight out of play. Nonetheless, delighted with his first half return. Casper Hallam, a brace that has his side well in the ascendancy here. It's the Lions who need a response. They're certainly working hard to try and find one. Track. Quite keep that one in play as it just went out of the field and then bent back inside. So Semler. Left in by Douse for McEwen. McEwen for Turner, got there first. And then was taken there by Loic Farrell. Just a little bit of contact on Turner, which will be brought back for. This gives him a free kick in a pretty dangerous position. Keenan Douse, prolific crosser of the ball, but looks like he's going to just leave this one for Downs and provide the short option. So Douse will get the cross, or he would have if not for the alertness of Lockie Semler, who was across to deal with him. So Greg Downs at the back here. Kemp. Up to Track. So now a chance perhaps for Hugh Undy. Creative spark, that he is. He works this one through for Hallam, squares it back for Undy. It's Undy, it's nicely defended. Really well done by Kenneth Track there. Well saving tackle, and now perhaps a chance to counter back the other way. McEwen sent Hamlet a task, did really well up against both centre backs. Hamlet won the ball, worked it back for Kansos, squares it up. Here's a chance for McEwen, back across to Douse, to the back post. He's just overhit it. Turner lining up for him there, and he couldn't quite pick him out there. The Lions captain. It was end-to-end stuff, threatening to score at one end, South Hobart, and then almost conceding it back the other. The Lions have been pretty sharp on the counter this evening. They've been pretty good when they've been able to kind of play a couple of quick direct passes to the feet of the frontmen and have them work the ball back to their wide players. That one nearly leading to a goal. They have created some good openings, just haven't been able to take one so far, whereas South Hobart have just been that little more efficient in the final third. A bit more clinical, and that's why they're 2 goals to the good here. Brought down by Berezanski. One was there, and now Kansos. Leading that one was Loic Farrell. Kemp to Turner. Turner threads through McEwen. Oh, Connell, another great save. Oh, this time he denies Sunday McEwen with a great reflex save. It was a wonderful ball to Spring McEwen, who surely should have scored. The keeper's done well. But again, it's one where you think maybe the striker needs to do a little bit better. Kemp sliding it through. Hamlet might have the chance to do just that. Hamlet weaving inside the box. He works it back. Shot deflected and gathered by O'Connell. And a bullet dodge there for South Hobart. The outstanding young keeper, Nicholas O'Connell. Coming up trumps. Here's Casper Hallam now at the other end, taking the advantage. And can he take full advantage? He'll win a corner as Greg Downs shuts down his cross. So they scored from the last corner that they had. And keen to win another one back in here. Violent's header was then tapped home by Casper Hallam, who's just entering the box now, trying to avoid detection. And again, it takes a double deflection, then onto the line, away by Douse. Semler with an awkward header, didn't really deal with it. And they might be vulnerable back the other way here to Ben Hamlet as he storms towards Luke Farrell. He gets onto the right, unleashes a shot, and O'Connell again. He is having a blinder. Danger not passed. Douse crosses in. Hamlet lurking. Hamlet has his pass shut down, but for the third time this half, Nicholas O'Connell has come up big for his team, denying Hamlet on this occasion. He's made some big stops, and Kingborough will feel like they should be at least one goal back in this one. Quite possibly created more chances now. They have in fact created more chances than South Hobart, but haven't been able to find a way past this man. Nicholas O'Connell has been outstanding. His side with a 2-goal lead, 5 minutes to go in the first half here at the Den. The Lions desperate to claw one back before the break. They're breaking through, and they might do so again here through Turner. Works it back in towards McEwen, but the defence was pretty well set, mate. Getting meaningful contact on that one pretty tough. O'Connell. Great distribution to Hallam. Hallam looking to go past Arn. Spread it out wide for Berezanski. Berezanski to Morton. Into space for Semler to bomb into. Semler back for Lakaseljak. And then through. All the way to Sheku Kamara. Tayan. Cody Kemp. Andrew Taylor now. Across to Kansos. And he's pocket picked, but good enough to keep going. Taylor. Shifts it to Downs. Sorry. Oh, McEwen got there, but didn't really make the contact he was after. Nick Morton. Shipping that one into space, but even someone as quick as Casper Hallam's not going to get near that ball. The Silver Fox, Ken Morton, barking out the instructions. On the near touch line. Produced a fine crop of young players as this one now to play. Yes, South Hobart throw. Nearing the half-time interval. The Lions might feel slightly aggrieved to be 2 goals down here. They've played fairly well. This one's worked into the middle. Lobbed over the top. Berezanski looking to just use a little bit of strength to get past of Track. Track forces him wide. Back to Nick Morton now. Morton swings it out wide. The cross comes back in. Taylor clearing the area. McEwen works it back to Turner. Swings it over the top for hammer time. Hamlet, he's in behind. It's Ben Hamlet! This time he gets the better of O'Connell. And the Lions get a very deserved goal. Benjamin Hamlet, well, he'd been threatening it all half. O'Connell did get a piece of it, but he couldn't keep it out on this occasion. And it's back to 2-1 just before half-time. A goal the Lions badly needed and, in truth, entirely deserved. I think that's the 4th real clear-cut chance they've created in this half. And they get some reward. Hamlet just getting the better of Farrell. Didn't want to foul him. And O'Connell, after the half he's had, I almost think he would have kept that one out once he got the hand to it. Not quite enough contact on it. And it hits the back of the net. Ben Hamlet pulls it back to 2-1. So, game on here at the Den. South Hobart will be sitting slightly less comfortably at the break. I don't think they would have been too comfortable anyway, because they've really struggled a little bit at the back. The Lions have been passing through them pretty well. Casper Hallam at the other end has proved too much for the Lions defence to handle, and again does pretty well here. Morton works it out to Undy. Undy plays it near post, into the woodwork. Berezanski, oh, taken away from him too. Well, almost the immediate response from South Hobart, denied by the woodwork. Laka Seljuk works it back in. Away by Kobe Kemp. Now McEwen. The Lions get back on terms before the half-time whistle. Keenan Dowse bursting forwards. We'd like to think so. He'll roll this one into the channel for Jack Turner and then join in support for him, but Turner wants to go centrally. Here's Hamlet. He's in behind track. Here's Hallam. And goes down a little too softly in a few of the locals' estimations, as you can probably hear. The free kick will go South Hobart's way, about 30 yards from goal. Probably a bit far out for a direct strike. This might be a little bit beyond Berezanski. So I might just stand this one up into the box as we tick into stoppage time in the first half. Hobart leading 2-1. Casper Hallam with a brace, but then Hamlet has pulled one back late here for the Lions. 3 in the wall, so Lions I don't think are anticipating shot, but we shall see. It's Berezanski over the dead ball. And he does just chip it in there. Nodded back, cleared away by Downs. Berezanski back in. Now angling his body. Kemp took it away from him. Dowse acrobatically volleys. Ooh, Turner's header went backwards. Now controlled by McEwen. Dowse punching that one down the line, giving chase. His hammer time. And both players want the free kick here. It's going to go against Ben Hamlet though. Just infringing into the back there, and that might take us towards half time. There may still be enough time for one last foray forwards. So Cole slicing underneath this one and find anyone with that. So Dowse will take the throw, or you leave it rather for Kenneth Trapp. Downs, slightly heavy touch, forced him wide, and then bends it back down the line. Nice work from Kemp. Turner's been a real handful to deal with. His link-up play's been pretty good. Track. Dowse surrounded by South Hobart shirts. Knows he has to move quickly. He's stolen about 10 yards there, Keenan Dowse. He's done that pretty cleverly. Continued his run forward. He might just launch the throw in himself and cut out the middleman this time. That's just what he does. He sends it into the box. Clever back heel, central, but couldn't find anyone. And Downs skies it, and that will be all she wrote for the first half here at the Den. It's Kingborough Lions 1, South Hobart 2. The lead taken by South when their young speedster Casper Hallam raced in on goal and fired one in off the post. It was doubled shortly later when he got on the end of a Toby Hawaiian flick on and nodded home from a yard out. But Ben Hamlet, after really a half where they'd threatened several times, Nick O'Connell outstanding in South Hobart's net, made 3 massive saves, but he couldn't keep out Hamlet on that occasion, and he's cut the lead to 1 at half-time. You can see by the stats there, the Kingborough Lions have created plenty. They've done the bulk of the attacking, but Casper Hallam's been a bit too much to handle at the other end. And Nick O'Connell's been outstanding, but based off that half, plenty still here to play for in the second stanza. We'll be back in around about 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. This one could yet be a classic here at the Den. Saturday night, NPL Tasmania coming your way. Do stick around.
Hey, rough. Arms up. Yeah, arms up. Down. Breathe. Oh, I just threw him a hopes and dreams. I feel like I need a dinner. Warm up, huh? 10 minutes warm up. Jordy! Go! Jordy! What's your name? Sigil! Hey, did you hear me? There was like a bad moment. 7.5, sorry. Go, hey!
Back for the second half under the lights of Lightwood Park. It's South Hobart leading the Kingborough Lions 2-1 at the main break. It was 2-0 before Ben Hamlet pulled one back late on in the piece. And they set the stage for an intriguing second half here. The Lions created more chances than South Hobart, as you would have just seen on the stats graph there. But one team slightly better at taking them, and hence they have the lead here. So we're ready for the second half. Saturday night NPL Tas, final game of the round here. Can the hosts produce a response? Jack Turner was lively in that first half, and he's immediately on the ball here. He strokes it across to Kobe Kemp. Turner trying to get him behind, but Luke Farrell stuck a leg out. Taylor over the top. Again, the defence repels away. Ships it up there. Hamlet looking to get in there. McEwen throws a boot at it, and O'Connell again. He's been sharp all evening, and the reflexes were good once more. And that was just an instinctive hit from McEwen. Wrapped his boot around it. Made a very good purchase with it. And nearly caught the keeper by surprise. So, Lions, some good saves from the keeper tonight. They've got a set piece to go to work on here. They go near post. Hamlet missed it. It came through almost all the way through to Jack Turner. It was just taken away from him at the last second there. Another corner coming up. King and Dowse across to take. Now spinning it in. Onto the head of the keeper. Nodded back in. And the shot flying high and wide. Crashing into the My State Bank sign over there. So they'll play out from the back here. Big and driving it. Turn it up. Pushing it down, but let Morton in. Here's Hugh Undy. Turn it up. Pressure from behind, and in the end just fouling him off the ball a little there. Unnecessary in the view of Tony Purdo, who's also dished out a dose of dairy for his trouble there, Jack Turner. Really innocuous, but just kind of pushed him in the back a little off the ball. Right under the referee's nose. Didn't really need to do it either, so didn't have a positive impact on his side. So it was fairly innocuous one, but I suppose probably did prevent the player from making his run. So set piece opportunity, and it's going to be Huandi to get to work here. Stands it up to the back post. He's overhit that one. Not his best delivery on that occasion, Huandi. Sheku Kamara. Rolling it short for Downs. Downs playing it slightly more direct. Seen out by Lakaseljak. Kansos with the throw. Away by Farrell. Berezanski, the ball had gone out. Kansos. Either way, is Casper Hallam. 2 goals in the first half. Blasted away from him. Here's Semler. Moves it up to Undy. In the wrong direction, and then has just let in Kansos, who got round 1, couldn't get round 2. A little scrappy here to start the second half. Here's Jack Turner. Huandi working back in there, and again a free kick. Jack Turner just saying, well, you booked me moments ago. How about squaring it up? Not to be, just the free kick. And it's going to be Downs over it. Rain starting to fall as Downs works it into the box. Who's that last off? Well, Nick Morton was pretty confident. Was it off him? Not the estimation of Tony Pitt. A corner going the way of the Lions. So able to apply a bit of pressure here at the start of the second half. A few set pieces, asking some questions of the South Hobart defence, who are standing up for the time being. Katsos goes near post, and it's in! Not sure who got the final touch. Wheeling away is Kobe Kemp. And the Lions have drawn level here. Repeat corners have led to the equaliser. The Lions back on terms, and look, they've had the better of this contest. They'll be believing they can go on and win this game now. It was a good near post delivery from Phil Kansos. I think it was Kemp who got the final touch in the end. We'll send into the box. And Kemp at the near post, I think, was the man who was able to flick it goalward. So the Kingborough Lions are back on terms, and deservedly so, really. They have created plenty of good goal-scoring looks here tonight. And Kemp able to profit from a set piece just as South did in the first half, who looked to respond immediately. This one's worked forward by Taylor. McEwen back to Taylor, who just sent it over the top. A bit too much on that, though. Really give Hamlet a play on that. One straight out of play. It's flicked back centrally, only so far as Morton. Semler back to Morton. Berezanski. Casper Hallam. Slightly heavy touch. Well, the agricultural challenge, that one. Coming in. And a free kick. They're just answering why he gave the free kick in no uncertain terms there. Did look one in live action to my eye, but Berezanski standing over the dead ball here. South Hobart looked to respond. They had a 2-goal cushion. That's been eaten up. They'll reclaim the lead now if they want it. It's worked in near post. Biggin back centrally. Dangerous ball. Hallam heads it back in. Farrell might be first here, but showing some good desire to get there first. Here's Jack Turner. Unfortunately, him it rebounded right back into the path of Luke Farrell. It'll still work out okay for the Lions though, as Kansos takes it forward. He just couldn't quite connect with Sunday McEwen. Quite the ball the Lions frontman was looking for on that occasion. And Connell. Lakasolia. Havinen. Well, this stay in play for Morton. He won't. He's sliding across the deal with his downs. Havinen. Hallam. Back to Havinen. The Lions have done well to need a foul and win the ball back. Sergio puts his hand up for it, but he won't be getting that one. Douse back to track. Long, endless ball, big and stretching. Now Farrell swings it over the top, headed away by Downs. Kemp trying to get the better of Berezanski and did so. Kansos back to Arn. Arn for Hamlet, who's got Turner up in support. He turns gold and has a run instead, then slides it across. It's a dangerous ball. McEwen gets it on the right and just doesn't bend it back enough. Skewering the shot a little wide of the mark. Just needed to curl that one back around. It was some nice build-up play. Benny Hamlet. Lions really applying the pressure here, and that was a risky little back pass to the keeper on a bobbly pitch. On a night like this. Douse to Turner. The Lions showing good intent here. Jack Turner trying to get behind. I think he's going to win a corner. He will. Like a Seljack wanted a decision, none forthcoming. So South Reading a change. Tay Evans set to enter the fray, but they'll wait to defend this corner first. In 9th of the evening, the Lions. Again, they go near post. Don't profit this time. Kansos kept it in. Did Douse stay on side? He did. No, a late flag. Will halt the Lions for the time being. So, looks like Hugh Undy making way for Tay Evans. A little disappointed to be subbed off there, Huey. Seftingham. So, 33 minutes here to go in the second half. It's locked at 2-2. It's been a fascinating game so far. A game filled with goal-scoring chances. Wyman. Well defended by Downs. Sliding in like a Seljack. There'll be a Lions throw-in. Dowse taking his time, eventually goes to Kemp. Back to Dowse, who just lobs it long in the direction of Hamlet. Their numbers back for South Hobart. And South wants to just work this one back here. Free kick called by the referee. Drop ball rather. So, Kemp, McEwen, good run from Dowse, well picked out by McEwen. Keenan Dowse into the box, squares it up, and what a finish that is from McEwen. Places it home to absolute perfection, and the Kingborough Lions have come roaring back in this one from 2-0 down. They take a 3-2 lead just before the hour mark, and that was a fine, fine finish indeed from Adam McEwen. It's been a glistening attacking display really from the Lions tonight. Now they're starting to take their chances too. Dowse, really great piece of composure to cut it back, but McEwen's finish, outstanding. Picks out the top corner, leaving O'Connell no chance. Well, he's been keeping. He'll need a good shot, and he conjured one there. So Kingborough, what a fight back this has been, and a sign of the team that they are in 2021. They're a formidable lineup with plenty of attacking flair out there. And they're never going to believe they're out of the game, as Taylor couldn't quite get on the end of this one. Oh, it's going to be brought back for a free kick, but it's in the first half. It's the expectations do seem to have shifted a bit for the Kingborough Lions. Certainly a sign of their development. Suddenly, people are saying, oh, it's disappointing the last few weeks, and they're still sitting in fourth on the table. I mean, previously, it's Kingborough have been really striving to be able to break into that top four. Suddenly, people buying them out for sitting in fourth. So, yeah, it's been a bit of a wobble over the last few weeks after a really strong start, but it's going pretty well down here at the Den. Of course, exciting new redevelopment on the way as well. It feels like the sleeping giant of Tasmanian football is starting to stir a little bit as Berezanski works this one in just over the head of Luke Biggin, who charged forward. Putting on a good display here this evening. 2-0 down. It's been a tremendous response. Kamara just taking his time over this one. Actually sends it up towards halfway. Like a Seljuk lofting it forwards. Hallam scrapping away. Morton in there as well. Kansos and Semler dueling. Kansos almost able to spring Ben Hamlet in behind there. It was nicely defended. Now Kemp just chipping it over the top. O'Connell sharply out to deal with that. Morton pressuring Track, who just opts for safety first. Headed away. Dowse just kicking the clearance. He'll get a second attempt at it. This time gets a little bit more purchase on it. Biggin. Here's Morton looking to wriggle free of the attention of Taylor. Oh, that one won't quite be able to test Sheku Kamara. It's down to deal with it. distance on this one. Not quite fall out the back for McEwen. Hamlet working away, pestering Farrell, who stretched to clear it. Suddenly it's South Hobart who need to force the issue. They need to make the running in this one. They've ceded a 2-goal buffer, now trail. It's been a fine fight back from the Lions. Casellia just wafting it forwards. Keeper out off his line, and Kamara just beating Hallam to the ball. Arriving in the box like an absolute flash there was Casper Hallam. Keeper safely dealing with it. Forwards they go once more. McEwen will try and track it again. O'Connell. McEwen felt he handled it outside the area. Once we went all over that one, I think. Inside the area, Taylor. Oh, not his best work there. It's a really tame pass looking for Turner. Morton, can they make them pay? He'll swing it out into space for Semler. Semler charges into it. He's got a couple to pick out in the middle here, Semler. He lofts it in. Morton arriving in the box off his back. And he punches the ground in frustration. He knows he had a good look at that football. In the end, just got under it a bit and cannoned off his back and into the waiting arms of Sheku Kamara as McEwen frustrated he couldn't quite combine with Hamlet, who slides on in there. So Hobart come away with it. Semler. Second ball gathered by Semler, and again it's Downs away. Just whacking it clear. Evans and Farrell between themselves. Farrell then retreats all the way back to his keeper O'Connell. O'Connell just made big and work for that one a little. Berezanski taken away from him by Kemp. Turner sliding it through for Hamlet. Return the ball for McEwen. I don't think he was quite expecting it at that moment. Berezanski, Downs into the middle. Turner sliding it through. Intercepted though by Luke Farrell. Farrell TV. Never watchful at the back. Going forwards now is Biggin. Morton with a couple to beat, and Dowse took it away from him. Here goes McEwen, who's put his side ahead in spectacular style. He felt the hand on the back and knew if he went down he could probably draw a slice of cheese there, which is duly issued to Luke Biggin. Fistful of shirt from behind, really. And the referee with no choice there. And a wily customer like McEwen knew that the better option was to just go down rather than try and charge forwards from halfway and take it past multiple defenders. So Downs sends it into the box, giving chase as Kansos. Kansos does well, worked it in centrally. Cleared away. Turner under his spell. South Hobart win it back well, and now they spring the counter through Toby Havainen, attacking with tremendous pace. The fullback Havainen. Downs just got body contact on him. Did it nicely. Havainen beats two, but he couldn't beat a third defender. And coming in, it was Kenneth Track, I think, to save the day there. It was indeed. Yeah, a substitution now. He's going to be pulled by South Hobart. Josh Diven set to enter the fray, so an attacking player out there, and he'll replace Semler, so that is a pretty attacking move. The fullback being replaced. A goal scorer like Diven. So give chase toward an equaliser. We're midway through the second half. It's the hosts, the Kingborough Lions, leading 3-2. A fantastic strike from Sunday McEwen has them in the ascendancy at this point. A pretty open game though, so I would suspect more chances to come here this evening at Lightwood Park. Flicked on by Hamlet. Cleared away, Mark Moncourt. And ball boy there, South Hobart bench. Keenan Dowse. Using up the flank in his customary manner. Lobs this one over the top, just trying to get Taylor in behind. It falls for Hamlet. Hamlet taken away from him by Biggin, but Turner scrapping away in there, uses his strength and his skill to get into the box. It's Jack Turner. Eventually the numbers conspire to put it behind, and they must have put it back off of Jack Turner because a goal kick has been signalled, much to the dismay of Kingborough's number 10. Farrell. In the middle for the Morthog. Diven. His first involvement. He's just spread one out nicely to Havine and cuts it back centrally. There was Kenneth Track again though. On the spot to turn it behind. Corner only. As I'm thinking Sunday McEwen was just issued a yellow card. Not too sure, obviously, taking place off the screen there, but perhaps with just a little bit too much to say for the referee's liking was McEwen, as Berezanski sends it in. Turner rose to steer it away. Berezanski will have another chance, however. He sends in a better looking ball this time, and it's headed just wide of the post. Not too far away there. So South Hobart knocking on the door. A tick over 20 minutes left. Otherwise, a little gap is going to open up between second and third. Strikers and Knights looking like they're going to be the two in the thick of the title race this season. They're certainly up there early in the season. And South Hobart, they fancy themselves to keep pace, but as it stands, set to drop some points here tonight. And Dowse, tireless as ever, the fullback, and he launches the long throw here, which is just put out of play by Lancaster, and will gain them another 20 yards. Eventually, Boy gets the ball to Dowse, who just heaves into the box to McEwen. Hamlet's in there. It's Hamlet. Benny Hamlet. Oh, sliding block, superb. Denied him. Might have been Biggin. His Kansos. He launches one from range, deflects back into his path. Casper Hallam sends it forward for Morton, who played the early ball. Broken up. Long launch. Farrell. Lancaster. Slightly risky ball, that one. Biggin. Oh, he's beaten there and squares it up. Here's a big chance for McEwen, again denied by O'Connell. Gets down low and punches it away. A bit more time to deal with that one, but it was still a nice piece of keeping. He's been very impressive tonight, Nicholas O'Connell, and just not quite connecting with that one as he did his last effort, McEwen. Allowed the keeper a chance this time and made a cracking save once more. Very sharp as Sunday McEwen, as has Hamlet. Want to make something happen here, McEwen. Oh, well defended. Nicely done, Biggin. Didn't quite clear the area though. And Dowse skips past Evans. It's Keenan Dowse. Swings it across the face. Big chance here. Shot again denied by O'Connell. Oh, he's been outstanding. McEwen shows too much of that one to Berezanski. South Hobart, the Ascents are barely hanging on at the moment. It's thanks to the man between the sticks that they are. Here's Taylor now. They're taking it up to South Hobart. Brought down by Turner. Couldn't go around the outside of Havine and then just grabs a hold of his arm. And that will be free kick paid. He was waiting to see if an advantage developed. Did have a hold of his arm the entire time there. So, then Hamlet, the latest to be denied by O'Connell, who's putting together a fair highlight reel Nicholas O'Connell here this evening. And very impressive indeed. And Kingborough Lions, 3-2 the lead, could be further ahead. They've created some very, very good looks at goal there tonight. Havainen. Lancaster working at forwards. Free kick. And a throw in a dangerous position. Chance to get one into the box here. Havainen. And eventually offers him the short option. Goes instead to Casper Hallam, tight to the byline. Hands go up from the Lions defence, and they've done well. Kenneth Track, the better of Hallam on that occasion. Kamara just shanking that one a little. Morton works it back to Evans. Retreat back to Lancaster. O'Connell sends it long. Hallam's header came straight back to him. Diven trying to make something happen, but a bit of a lost cause that one. And behind it rolls once more. They're 15 minutes away here. Kamara eats up his full allocation of time, and why not with the game in their pocket at the moment? Douse looks the foot back around it. Kemp sending it over the top. He either timed his run expertly or he was well offside, Hamlet, and it was indeed the latter on this occasion. They've struggled to stick with the runs that Hamlet has made throughout this contest. He's spent plenty of time at South Hobart. They're well aware of the strengths he possesses as a player, and those please just make those runs off the shoulder of the last defender. It's something he does better than most. Trying to spin away was Hallam, and the pressure tells as they win the ball back far up the pitch. Casper Hallam slides it through for Morton, who hits the deck and wins the spot kick. And a slice of cheese for Kenneth Track. The locals, I think you can hear through the effects mic, aren't loving it. It certainly seemed like Morton played for it. There was quite probably some contact though. But, the referee has seen, and it's going to lead to a penalty here. It was initially contact. Morton certainly made sure it was seen. So he was flayed through. It did seem a little bit of a soft one. Morton went down. Maybe there was a clip of the ankle. I don't have the benefit of replay, so I'll let you judge that one at home, folks. But Nick Morton from the penalty spot to level things up, and he sends the keeper the wrong way. It's 3-3 with 15 to play. We've got ourselves a grandstand finish here. Perhaps slightly controversial, that one. But South Hobart are back on terms. And as it stands, both teams would have to settle for a point. Probably suits Devonport and Knights just fine. So I think the way both teams have approached this game, you can be absolutely assured they're going to go all out to try and win this game. A draw doesn't really do much for either of them. So expect chances to come here at the end. Both teams are going to be pushing hard for the win, and it's been a pretty open game throughout. McEwen is infringed there. The Lions have been looking fairly comfortable in this match after taking the lead. South Hobart Back on terms and threatening again through Casper Hallam. Hallam more just dispossessed, and blazing over the bar was Diven. But suddenly it's South Hobart with a bit of threat about them. Casper Hallam has 2 already this evening. Kingborough. He sends it back to halfway. Kemp helps it on. Chip ball over the top. Kansos. Well worked off it there by Tay Evans. No. Kansos will take the throw in. Hamlet. Farrell away from him. And Greg Downs leads. All chases back. A sub in the offing here for the Lions. Kobe Kemp.
Ref! 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 Stop! Phil!
So it looks like Jackson Kasif is going to replace Phil Kansos. So an injection of fresh legs here and some serious speed about Jackson Kasif. Wide player with some real pace is Kasif. Fairly like for like. Phil Kansos mixing on the other side of the pitch there. His evening coming to an end. Some fresh legs late. Could that be the catalyst for a late Lions winner? Seljak forcing it forwards, but now here are the Lions through McEwen. McEwen sends it through to Benny Hamlet, and they're on here. It's Hamlet tearing into the box. He's got Turner in the middle. That's where he heads. But the South Hobart defence had got back in place, and they shut down the cross. They've really got him behind this South Hobart defence tonight of these Lions attackers fairly readily. Hamlet's been a real handful. Here's Berezanski, swings it forwards. Diven and Hallam has just worked off it unfairly in the referee's view. Taylor disagrees. And a free kick for South Hobart as we enter the final 10 minutes of this contest. What an enjoyable clash it has been. 3-3 here, Saturday night NPL Tasmania. It's been fantastic entertainment, and still time for some late drama, or perhaps a late winner. South Hobart with the set piece here. Plenty of bodies forward, all men back for the Lions. Hit it back into the mixer. Away by Douse. Seljak just toes it forward, headed by Downs. Kemp works it on. Stepping in was Seljak. Hallam was just beaten in the air there, and now Kemp can stroke one forwards, but he's really only Ben Hamlet back there against the entire back four of South Hobart. It was going to be a tough one for him. He's trying to nod it into his own path. It was Diven. Violent to Biggin. Douse came through, and his clearance deflected off of Morton. He's slightly worse for wear. We felt that one as launching his boot through it was Douse. Evans. Get away. And, well, Ben Hamlet has obviously had a little bit to say off the ball as Tony Curtis just turned straight around and issued him a yellow card and a free kick going the way of South Hobart in a good position. So set piece opportunity for South Hobart here. Sam Berezanski standing over it, surely too far out to score, so looking just to pick out someone with a little chip into the box. He stands it up to the back post. Nodded back centrally, away by Turner. Jackson Kassif's first involvement is to try and clear the area. A sliding Diven blocked that clearance away though. Lions looking to build here. They're making a famous night down here at the Den and secure a big victory. Earlier trailing this one 2-0. They roared back to lead 3-2 before a penalty saw South Hobart square it up and set the stage for a dramatic final 10 minutes or so to this one. And another slice of cheese. This one to Taylor. The Lions just need to keep their cool here and not get frustrated. They've been the better side throughout the game tonight. They know they can create chances. They've just got to keep playing the way they have, and surely another one will come in the final 10 minutes. That's the way they need to look at it. Don't get frustrated that for a better control of the game, they're not leading this one. It's time starting to run out. A set piece now to defend. South Hobart will swing it into the box. It's a good-looking ball. It's just got a little bit too much on it. And floats away from Havainen and into touch. You can see the foul count there. 17 from the Lions. Tactical element to plenty of that, but just a few little scrappy ones they've given away in the last 5 minutes as Dowse launches it forward, but it's going to come right back at them. A very old ping pong. McEwen hits the deck to Riding Evans. 5 minutes left in regulation. Stretching, oh, well defended Toby Havainen, and again followed up his good work too. Twice blocked it, then worked it forwards. The former line stopping his old side there, but they'll come forward once more. Hamlet just clattered into by, like I said, the free kick going the other way. Interesting, I suppose Hamlet running into him in the referee's estimation was Biggin. Looks it forward. And now Kingborough will get the free kick, as this one really has just become stop-start free kick. A real whistle fest here in the last 20 minutes. It's been the free-flowing, aesthetically entertaining brand that we had for the first hour or so. Getting a little bit scrappy out there as this one's sent over the top, but there was no one there for the Lions. They're starting to look a little bit tired perhaps. Here's Bradley Lakaseljak, who sends it long. Both teams playing fairly direct at this point. Can Norton pounce on it? Not quite. Toby Havainen. His cross is blocked, maybe into the path of Diven. Diven bends it back. Didn't get a lot on it. Downs stretching to half clear the area, but quite the distance. The South will dial up the pressure. It's suddenly the visitors who are making all the running in the attack. Suddenly they're the ones creating chances. Not too clear cut though. Lions defence holding firm, but definitely under pressure as this one ticks towards full time. 3-3. Here's the score here. Havainen with the throw-in. Looked it to Evans. And that's just going to roll out. A throw-in for Dowse. Kemp just tripped up late there by Lakaseljak. The Lions players appealing for a slice of cheese, which Mr. Pert says, I've got it in my hand, son. It's already in there. I'm about to. Give me a second. And issues Lakaseljak with a yellow ticket. A few of those. Kobe Kemp clipped there. So we've gone 87.5 minutes. Looks like Joseph Juma is set to come on, which would be another injection of pace. Gary Kemp certainly made the most of that one, but no doubt he was clipped, and for his troubles, he's got a bit cramped there on top of things, but ideally he'll be getting back up here because they're going to need him in these final few moments. There'll be a few minutes of stoppage time, I reckon, because there've been a few stoppages in this second half. Kemp back to his feet, Downs standing over the dead ball. 2 minutes left in regulation. Human just being told to wait, perhaps was being ready in case Kemp was no good. There's Lions attacking now. And slipping at the key moment was Hamlet. And it just saw him scooping the shot straight into the keeper's hands. A critical moment to slip over that for Hamlet. Now the danger's at the other end. Diven has it. Turning away from Downs. Downs handling the situation pretty well. And Eric Cross is straight out of play. So well defended by Downs. And Hamlet was not far away from the dramatic, perhaps, winner at the other end. Just took a bobble on him, the ball, and he lost his footing as a result of it. As he'll be replaced now for Juma. Joseph Juma coming on here with some more fresh legs. Another pacey customer. We've ticked into the last moments of this one now. Just stoppage time remaining. And the score locked at 3. Kamara sends it to midfield. Chested down by Kemp to Turner. Turner sends it over the top. Here's Jackson Kasif out after it. Couldn't quite track it down. Turner has showed plenty of willingness out there today. He's put himself all around the pitch. The man possessed at times in classic Jack Turner fashion. Willing his side forwards, but at the moment, looks like they have to settle for a point. Just taking a little bit of exception. The treatment there was at Beyonce arm from Diven. Down a little dramatically, but wasn't happy for the contact. He did get the free kick in the end. And Arn in the end says, no, you take it, Downsy. And wanders away. They don't have long left here. Kingborough. Now stoppage time. And they're going to go direct and pump this one right up the hay diddle diddle. Keenan Dowse. Stood on the ball in the end, and Hallam worked it to Morton. Morton's pass was closed down well. Kenneth Track battling away, but here's Havinen bombing on. Morton offered a nice little shield for him there. Havinen continued his forward run, but his cross deflected back onto him and back out of play, so it's going to be a Kingborough throw-in. Has anyone got something left to give? Is there one last twist in this encounter? It's been a cracking contest here tonight at the Den. Can someone cap it off with a last gasp winner? Niven stayed on side, then worked it to Hallam. Hallam into the box. Hallam's crossing. Kamara sharply clutching that one where 2 South Hobart players were lurking. His handling had to be clean. It was. And more importantly, he's got them moving quickly back the other way. Springing Juma out to the right here. Juma crossing in. Berezanski was back there. He's touch a little heavy. They've done all right, South Hobart. They don't concede the corner. They clear the area. Brought down by Kemp. Taylor. Deft little ball. He was defended away. Juma. Couldn't get him behind. And knock it around the back, South Hobart. Luke Biggin. Just opts to leave that one. Keenan Dowse wins it back for the Lions. And sends it cleverly down the line too. Brilliant play by Dowse. He finds Jack Turner. Turner into the box. Turner squares it up, and it's a hit from Kemp. It was always rising. And over the bar it flies. No kick only. The rain tumbles at the Den. Is that the last chance of the clash? McEwen pressing up. South here around the back. Biggin demanding an option. Didn't really have many luck. Knocked it back to Lakaseljic. They go longer now. Tay Evans opts to leave it for Biggin. Hallam. Tay Evans. Now the Morthog Morton. Cleverly stands it up, goes near post. Again, Kamara shuts that down. We've ticked 93 minutes. Here they go. Last chance saloon stuff this for the Lions. Joseph Juma sends it down the middle. Well cut out by Lancaster. Frustration there for McEwen. South Hobart down the left, but that ball did Josh Diven no favours as the rain gets heavier and heavier at the Den. We've just about reached the conclusion of this Saturday night thriller. Morton. Cleared away. Berezanski. Farrell. Fighting for it. Diven tumbling over and winning the free kick. Well, one last chance here for South Hobart then. In the driving rain at the Den. A set piece. It'll be in the 95th minute. They led this game 2-0. The Lions then scored 3 on the trot to take a 3-2 lead. Nick Morton penalty and levelled it up at 3. And we're in to the last gasp here. The ball into the box. It's headed away. It was a pretty poor delivery in truth from Berezanski. Really asked many questions. Still we go on. There have been plenty of stoppages, so I'm not too surprised we're ticking now into a 5th minute of stoppage time. Berezanski. Cross closed down by Juma. Long throw into the box. Diven. He miscontrolled it. Out of play. Goal kick. Will we extend into a 6th minute and give the Lions one last chance, or is that going to be curtains here at the Den? Kamara. Lofts it. Didn't get much distance on it. That one hit a little more decisively, but well out of play. South Hobart want to take the throw in quickly. Along they go. Get it away. It's Diven. And that is full time at Lightwood Park. A cracking encounter here that ends in a 3-3 draw that really does neither of these sides any favours. Both teams really needed the 3 points tonight. Both put on a pretty good showing. It was a really entertaining game. The goals flowed. It was South Hobart who shot out to an early 2-0 lead. Then the Lions were pretty dominant, really, in truth. They created so many scoring chances. Nicholas O'Connell was outstanding in South Hobart's net. He kept them in it, I think, for large parts of this one. The Lions did eventually find their shooting boots. Hamlet pulled one back before the half, and then, bang, bang, they were leading 3-2 late on as we tick towards the final 15. But a Nick Morton penalty saw South Hobart get back on terms, and that's exactly where it ended. 3-3. You can see 16 shots, 11 on target. Tells the story for Kingborough. They created plenty, and a lot of those shots were very nicely saved by Nicholas O'Connell. So a really enjoyable game here at the Den this evening. I've been Andrew Cooling, bringing this one to you. I hope you've enjoyed the coverage. But from Lightwood Park on a night where the goals flowed, but neither side could find a winner. It's ended Kingborough 3, South Hobart 3.
Alright, Nico, you saved us so bad.
Is that a couple up for you? Yeah.